welcome to another episode of Prop Talk, a voter companion show brought to you by House of Nouns. We're here to make your voting decision easier by giving you objective and succinct explanations to every proposal before voting ever closes. We'll also contextualize the conversations happening around these proposals so you don't have to dig around through Discourse or Twitter or Discord to try to figure out what people are saying. This show is brought to you by the same people who brought you House of Nouns, a supercharged governance platform for on-chain voting and discussion. If you want to join in on that discussion, just check us out at houseofnouns.wtf. We're also presented by the Nouns Square, where you can check our live show out every Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern. Now, let's get right into the proposals. Okay, so prop number 190. This is Nouns, the first edition minted by Nouns, by artofconviction.eth. The TLDR of this proposal is for Nouns to mint and release This is Nouns video created by ordinary folk as an open edition NFT on Zora. The video would mint for 0.05 ETH. 60% of the mint proceeds will be returned to the Nouns DAO, and 40% will go to ordinary folk. This was proposed by Art of Conviction, but the video was created by Ordinary Folk, a motion design and animation studio. The video was funded with 125 ETH from Nouns DAO with proposal number 125, about $170,000 at the time. The video was recently finished and released by their team on Twitter. The budget for this proposal is zero. In fact, it's proposing that they bring more money into the DAO's treasury. As for similar proposals, there's been none that have come to Nouns DAO to experiment with NFT releases as an additional value capture mechanism for the DAO. But this process could be used in the future to mint additional artifacts created with Nouns funding. And as for the community sentiment, the mechanisms in this prop have unanimous support from the Nouns DAO so far. Brendan said on House of Nouns, it doesn't require any treasury usage and maybe adds to our treasury. Brilliant. DCF said on House of Nouns, doesn't cost us anything, so why not try it? Would love for this to result in showing creators that by working with our brand, they can make more money, and that ideally lowers the cost of future creations. Many, including DCF, have questioned the 60-40 revenue split since Nouns has already funded the creation of the video. Additionally, Mock and Nounsel suggested that the artifacts are free mints to get in as many hands as possible, as the amount earned likely won't be significant for the DAO or the creators. As for voting, it's open right now. Currently, it's 83 votes for, 0 against, and voting will close Thursday night around 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So get on houseofnouns.wtf and vote. Proposal number 191, Nouns Love v1.0 or Mucho Love v1.25. Proposed by the Mucho Love team, sponsored by Little Nouns for 191 ETH. The TLDR, Nouns Love is a global social impact program that aims to leverage content from Nounish charitable efforts, public goods, and social impact activations to promote Nouns through social media and content. They aim to increase brand awareness for Nouns that follows the See Good, Do Good format, which began as Mucho Love 6 months ago. Nouns Love is asking for 191 ETH to fund social impact activations around the world and put a stronger focus on content creation. The budget for this proposal is 191 ETH, and the budget breaks down quite simply, but much of it is retro funding for the team, and that's causing some confusion. 84 ETH will be used to fund 5 activations in the Dominican Republic, 4 pilot activations in new international communities, and another activation in all 5. 39 ETH will fund a video editor, social media manager, illustrator, and videographer to create marketing content for Nouns Love. 32 ETH is retro funding for Neckfast, full-time work leading the project for the last 4 months, as well as 4 additional months of pay. 16 ETH is retro funding for the 4 core team members for their 4 months of work, and 20 ETH is to fund the 6 core team members for the next 4 months during future activations. The proposal is from the team behind Mucho Love, which started through Little Nouns Prop House, then was funded through Nouns DAO with proposal number 137 for 24 ETH. None of this funding was to fund the Mucho Love team directly, only the donations and merch. In that prop, they stated that they hope to establish the foundation of Mucho Love as a future decentralized nonprofit organization that will allow us to replicate the model in any part of the world. With their new prop, that mission is extended to the new parts of the world with additional activations. As for similar proposals, Nouns has funded a total of 1,468 ETH for 19 proposals related to charitable efforts and social impact, according to proposals.wtf. While these proposals tend to focus on the charitable efforts themselves, Mucho Love will focus much of their attention on storytelling, narratives, and content creation that can reach a global audience. Now, the community sentiment. As noted, there is some confusion around the retro funding for the budget. While many are in support of an arm of Nouns that focuses on social good, this proposal has not received much support in the current state. Beauty and the Punk voted against with 2 votes and said, "I'm voting no, as there is very little detail on how the money will be spent, who is getting paid, and how much." Darlington voted yes on House of Nouns and highlighted the content aspect of the proposal. Social good content can do exceptionally well on socials with the right video and production team. The voting is open now and will end on Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's currently 4 votes for and 46 against. Proposal number 192, Verbs 6-month extension, proposed by the Verbs team for 500 ETH. The TLDR, this proposal will fund a 3-person Verbs team to continue working on Nouns at the same cost as their previous 6 months extension. Verbs is made up of Elad and David, 2 Solidity full-stack engineers, and Solimander, who assist across the team. They're continuing working on what's most valuable to the DAO. Currently, Ragequit, private voting, milestone-based proposal payments, allowing vote editing, and a lot more. The budget is $450,000 and 18 ETH distributed to the team in monthly streams, which comes out to about 500 ETH. This works out to $37,500 per month for Elad and David and 3 ETH per month for Solimander. So who is Verbs? Well, they're an OG team of developers that works to improve the DAO and has been building since its start. They were first funded with 15 ETH in proposal number 4 to build Noun O'Clock, an infrastructure for the DAO which publicized the Nouns auction time. In their first proposal, the team said, "We think Nouns are a fascinating social experiment and are eager to take part in building a successful ecosystem around them." They received 162 ETH over 3 months with prop number 54 to continue engineering work on Nouns. At the time, it was $167,000 per month and voted for unanimously. They were funded again in July for 6 months to keep working on Nouns at the same price. The team pointed to a few key contributions in their proposal, including dynamic quorum, voting gas refunds, trustless USDC payments, research on Ragequit, and more. The community sentiment behind this proposal has received unanimous support from voters so far. Noun 40 said on House of Nouns, "Need to keep improving the base Nouns protocol." SQX on House of Nouns said that they dig the work. Cost of 40K per engineer per month confuses me, and then a consulting fee on top. So there have been some conversations and questions though around Ragequit, which is at the top of the priority list and mentioned explicitly in the prop. Ragequit allows DAO members to exit by burning their tokens in exchange for a proportional share of the treasury. If enacted, Ragequit defends against 51% attacks and opens a path to reducing the vetoer power in the future. However, with a mechanism for anyone to cash out their book value, the treasury can become more volatile. It will always give a redeem option for Nouns. There has also been discussion about various Ragequit mechanisms which could penalize the quitter. Voting is open right now with 52 votes for and 0 against, but voting ends on Friday night Eastern Standard Time. Thanks again for checking out this episode of Prop Talk. Again, we're trying to make it easier for people to digest these proposals and vote. We want to see more participation across the board, from nouns to little nouns alike. You can check out our spaces also every Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hosted by Noun Square. Don't forget to join in on this conversation either in the comments section or at houseofnouns.wtf. Thanks, and stay nounish.